I want to thank you guys for becoming patrons to the cause, joining the resistance. In just a few days, we've about halfway to my first goal, which is to produce more eyewitness videos, which is what seems to be the most popular. Understandably so. Aside from having an encounter yourself, it's the next best piece of evidence is to have someone else relate their experience to you. Now, we already went down and visited my friend Mike Vachon, so we're going to go back down and see him again. He's had a couple encounters. He's had people that have gone out with him that have seen Bigfoots, and I was unable. I recorded it last time, but the audio file became corrupted, so we're going to rectify that and redo it. I'll have that interview and our field recon on the Patreon site. I'll probably put it on here like a week before I post it publicly. The last time we went down with him, we had vocalizations, which was amazing. I'm beginning to think that for some strange reason, these Sasquatch forest people, aliens, are connected to certain people. I don't know what the reason behind that is. But it sure is odd that you'll run across these people that, they just seem like regular people, but they'll have had multiple encounters. The other thing that's in the works is I'm setting it up for my friend Mark to try to do like a weekly Mark and I type of video, because you guys seem to really enjoy his take on things. He's not a Bigfooter. He's seen strange stuff because he's lived in Maine all his life, but he's not a Bigfooter yet. But we're going to take him along that journey. So it'll be kind of interesting to see somebody that hasn't been exposed to the Sasquatch phenomenon to see where he goes with his encounters. My goal is to try to get him into the forest and have him encounter the Sasquatch reality for himself, and then to relate that to you guys as he progresses. Now, a couple of you guys have signed on at the $5 level, and Judy Hale signed on at the $20 level. So next month, what I'm going to do, in order so that I can create these Bigfoot figurines and these faces, is I'm going to fire up my outdoor kiln. I'll make a video about that. Now, I've already constructed some faces. I did a test run a few months ago. I went and located a source of Penobscot glacial clay deposits, which were laid down 10,000 years ago by the glacier up here in Maine. I mined my own clay, and then I created these forest people masks, faces, whatever you want to call them. Out of the 8 or 10 or so of them that I created, the only 2 that survived, that didn't dissolve when the rained on them, was the ones that I had fired twice. So please be patient and bear with me, and probably in about a month's time, I'll do some other videos too as I'm making these things, but that'll be the figurines I'm going to send out to you guys that are in this $5 level. And Judy, please let me know. You can opt either for a carved Sasquatch face, about like this one, or a foot. I can also make feet that will be carved out with the chainsaw and sanded, and I'll do a video showing the process. I'm really excited to have you guys on board. I've been looking forward to a spot where I could post some stuff and get some feedback and, maybe help people. Like, I'm going to do a video on addressing the forest, because I think that's important. So that's pretty much the news that I have for now. I've already talked to Mark. He's going to, there is a little bit more news. He's going to go into the forest with us, and I'm going to try to plan a public group meeting up here in Maine. I'm thinking probably the last week in May, or maybe the first week in June, because the weather will be fairly mild then, and there's also an excellent chance of us being able to find edible fungus in the forest, which is something that I want to try to give some tours so people can have that ability to go into the forest and actually look at the fungus and identify different species, and it'll change the way you look at the woods. So once again, thank you so much. Give me about a month to get those things constructed, and then I'll ship them out to you guys. those of you that have given me your shipping address. And it really is true. If you're watching this, you are the resistance.